Okay, Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm still trying to figure out what is the big deal with Mia lying now. Mia's been lying since she got on there, and like I said, she don't even know how old she is. So I don't understand what the big deal is now. It's just a storyline, and it is what it is. They'll get over it and move on. And we all know the double standards in this group. If it was other people, they would never get over it. If somebody else did the stuff that Mia do. So anyway, moving on. Kiana, you are a beautiful woman, and I know we don't know Greg. Greg don't want to give us the opportunity to know him. He's very uncomfortable on camera. He don't like being on camera. And I understand that because this kind of reality show world is not for everybody. Completely. It takes a unique individual to be okay with this much invasiveness. Most people are not built for it. That's completely fine. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with them, none of that. But he just may not be the person for you because, Kiana, you want to be a part of this world. You want to be in the public eye, and he strongly don't. So I just don't know how that's going to work, sis. And it's coming off real bad. It's coming off like he's not supporting you. It's coming off like he's just not a good person, which I don't believe that. I feel like he's a good dude, and I just think that he's just strongly against this stuff. But I guess in his defense, he also, you came to him when you got into the fight with Deborah. It was traumatic. He consoled you, and he don't want you back into this world that caused you so much heartache. So I understand that too. Because he's coming from that perspective of being protective and stuff. So it's constantly going to be a tug of war thing. And at times, excuse me, he do talk down to you at times. When you was trying to have the conversation with him in the car, he was dismissive. He didn't want to hear nothing you had to say. And that was just kind of, ooh, girl. It was kind of uncomfortable. So I don't know what's going to happen with Kiana and Greg. What y'all think going to happen with Kiana and Greg? I think that they should just, what Keisha Cole saying, if he ain't going to love you the way he should, then let it go. If he ain't going to treat you the way he should, then let it go. If he ain't going to love you the way he should, then let it go. When the song come on in the club, they going to be like, damn, that's hot. Hey. Okay, what else is going on? Ash, TOPGION, whatever, Ashley's drag king persona. Whatever. Shouts out to the drag king community. Because they are needed and they are real and they deserve just as much respect and praise and shine as drag queens. So shouts out to them. I don't understand why Ashley, she didn't go all the way with the look for me. The suit was fine, but I just didn't like that black paint they put on her face to try to make it look like stubble. And just give her a must. It's just, they could have just went all the way there with her look, but it wasn't all the way there. But I don't know, maybe Ashley didn't want to go all the way there. I don't know the time, constrictions and what all resources they had. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Moving on, we don't care. What else is going on? She actually gave her some good advice. Giselle, Karen, Kiana, and Ashley met up. And a comment Wendy made just came to my mind. Wendy said when Ashley came out, she was like, oh, Ashley's finally putting it. Wendy said, oh, Ashley's finally putting that hard body to use. I hollered and screamed. Ashley got a little butt on her, but she is shaped like somebody's nephew. But anyway, but moving on from that, as Giselle said, look, he may not be capable of being the support system that you need, so you might need to just reconsider, sis. And telling this group your business is kind of a double-edged sword. You have to talk about it, I guess, but they're definitely going to use it against you anytime they get, especially Giselle, especially Ashley. So yeah, I mean, look at Look at poor Stacey. Look how much they're badgering her and TJ. And which I agree when it comes to TJ. I don't think TJ is, I think they're just friends and that's it. And he was like, look, I'm getting ready to hopefully I can get me some acting roles and this you acting as well and this is your storyline. So let's do it, friend. That's what I think they have going on. But still, have they talked about TJ like a dog? Yeah. Have they talked about Stacey and all? Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. But anyway, let me see what else is going on. Ink and Mia. It started off with the girls coming at Mia about her lying about the paternity test of the little boy. We all knew it was BS. That little boy looked just like Gordon. Child, please. And this is just a storyline for Mia. This is just a storyline. Apparently, Mia and Ink done broke up in real life. He has said that this show don't necessarily align with his career. He's been in radio media for 19 years, something like that. And so this show don't align with that. That's a lie, sir. Any kind of exposure would be fine for what you're doing. And you just don't want to be on the show. You just don't want to be at the reunion. You don't want to be badgered and ask questions. And you don't, want to be caught out here in a lie like Mia. So I get it, Ink. We'll see you later, child. Believe it or not, I actually believe some of what Mia says when it comes to Gordon. I do think that Gordon is off his rocker. I do 100% believe that. But do we know that Mia tell fibs as well? Yeah, we do know that. So it's just like, well, what do you do? This one's crazy and this one's a liar. Stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Hell. What else is going on? So Stacey, she wants the girls to walk in this fashion show, but she is doing it for a charity, Animal Society. And it's cute, she had a scene with Ashley. And she also starts to talk about her divorce and what's going on with that. She says that she's waiving the adoption, not the adoption. She's waiving the what do you call it? The child support because she knows for a fact that her soon-to-be ex-husband is going to take care of the little baby Arabella, which is a beautiful name, and she's a beautiful little girl. I think God bless Stacey. God bless Stacey is all I have to say. I hope it works out the way that she thinks it is. But people change. You're getting a divorce. Something in that love is gone. I mean, it's just they say you become a new person every couple of years. I don't know why you think that certain things would not happen. Regardless of what somebody says, people do crazy stuff every day. So I just hope everything works out in her in Arabella's favor. Because if it don't, my God, Stacey, you're going to have to get out there and work, sis. What else is going on? So Karen was mad at Stacey when they were at Ashley's event. Karen was mad at Stacey because Stacey was sticking up for Mia. Stacey was just basically like, I don't think this is the right forum. I don't think that this is the right place to have this kind of dialogue. And y'all are coming for Mia's motherhood again and coming for her, and it's just not right. Karen got extremely defensive and mad, and it was just like, oh, whose side are you on? Blah, blah, blah. It just got real ugly. So then, let me see. Stacey, she had another scene where she met up with Wendy, Ashley, and oh God, the lady who owns the clothing store, Karen's friend as well. I forgot her name. But anyway, they met up there. Giselle came at Stacey on some funny stuff, and you don't know if I like dogs and animals, and you just signing me up for this. You don't know if I have trauma. I don't like how you treated Karen, so I'm not going to walk in your fashion show. And just coming up with anything to say. Clearly Giselle is playing, I'm assuming. But, whatever. Giselle is just that girl. Giselle and Ashley are those girls that the producers tell to go in there and start something, and here's the plot, and they go do it. So, that's all that was from Giselle. It's a foolish argument, and Stacey's not wrong as far as I'm concerned. Who are you, just because we're friends, and I got to agree with everything that you do? I just don't believe in that or agree with that. It's childish. That happened, but Stacey was holding her own, good for her, against Giselle. Even Wendy was laughing because she knew it was ridiculous. There was a scene between Happy Eddie and Zen Wen, and they meet up and talk, and Zen Wen is going to the White House for her Dr. Wendy show on YouTube. She's interviewing, is it the Secretary of the State? I believe so. She works in the White House. So excuse me for forgetting her name. Shouts out to her. Shouts out to Dr. Wendy. And so that's a huge blessing. And she said that she wanted to invite Karen there because she was there when Karen got the key to the city to Surrey County. And so she wanted to invite Karen to her big event. And stuff. And she loves Karen. And, we know the whole story about how Karen's ancestors was slaves, and they bought the plantation they were slaves on. And we all know that the White House was built by slaves. And look, they don't want us in there, do they? And I'm not going to get on the whole politics of it all and who we have in there now. It's just too much. It'll make my head hurt, honestly. What's happening right now and with that man is insane. But we knew that, right? And people still voted for him or chose not to vote. So, whatever. Anyway, so what else was going on? So, meanwhile, Mia and Stacey had a conversation, and Mia revealed that Karen is tripping because Karen said that she said to not trust you, meaning Mia. And Karen also apparently told Stacey not to trust Wendy, that Wendy's self-absorbed. Wendy is about Wendy. And, do I think that Karen said all those things? Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. As much as I like Karen is, she wants girls to be on her side. I can see that. She definitely, she's just a territorial person in that way. Like, I just believe all that. I do. I don't think Stacey's lying on Karen. I don't. But with all that said, I do pray for Karen and what she got going on, child. And we're going to see the outcome on what happens with Karen. But she has agreed. She has decided to leave the show. So we'll see what comes from that, child. Potomac is a mess. It's up in shambles. They have filmed the reunion. They say the reunion is going to be lit. I don't know how, but we'll see. We'll see. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskinsor Instagram and Twitter, at Iskinsor89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App, PayPal, and TikTok. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.